Georgia Piedmont Faculty and Staff Appreciation.
This was an event that was something that was really created out of the mind of our leader, who felt it was very important, and I'll vouch for him on this, that he comes to work every day. I'll vouch, he comes to work every day with the ideal in mind to say to his staff, how do we continue to share and show our appreciation for our faculty and staff members? How do we let them know without a shadow of a doubt that they're appreciated? We've come a long way in this 1 year that he's been our president. I'll tell you a very quick story. I was walking down the hallway, and of course I'm hearing people say, I'm excited, see you at 3 o'clock. I got excited when I heard, folks say, hey, we're coming. And I saw a faculty member and said hello, and she said hello back. She said, I see you at 3. I said, I see you. And she was talking to one of our facilities guys. And I heard him say, oh, you going to the event? And she said, aren't you? He was like, I don't know. And I stopped and I turned around and I was like, aren't you coming? And he said, I guess I never thought about that was for me. Everyone here plays a part in the success of this college. And it's because of our president, again, the man who says, how do we do this? How do we show and continue to show and do everything? He comes to work every morning thinking, how do we show our appreciation? What more can we do? So with that said, please help me welcome our president, our biggest cheerleader, Dr. Jabari Samama.
If you will allow me, Keith mentioned that this may very well be the first occasion for a faculty and staff appreciation. And if it's the first occasion, I can assure you that it will not be the last occasion. I think we should make this an annual event, and next year I want to do it even bigger and better. I want to hold a day of events that's dedicated to the good work and the hard work that you do as faculty and staff. Now, I know a lot of people work behind the scenes to make this day possible, and I don't even know who all of them were. But I do want to recognize Susan Wright, who is one of our newest chairs. Susan, where are you? Will you just stand for a minute and wave your hand? She's in the back. And I also want to recognize Keith Sagers. And those of you who worked on the committee for organizing this program and making sure it was developed in a way that it would that we would all be proud of it. Would you just raise your hand so that those of you can see? Those of you who worked on the committee, just raise your hand. Raise your hand, Dr. Gordon. All right. Well, thank you. Let's give them a round of applause. And it also is fitting that we do this now because Thursday is Thanksgiving. And what better time of the year to give thanks to all our faculty and staff than during the week of Thanksgiving. Now, during the past year and a half that I've been your president, I've observed and I've marveled at your hard work and your dedication. You've been diligent, and you've been engaged, and you've been team players, and you've been extremely professional, and you've been rightly focused on student outcomes and student success. You've remained resolved in your role as educators and administrators to fulfill our mission. And our mission, no matter what kind of fancy words we use, boils down to ensuring that each and every student is successful in his or her course of study. You've made the student experience here the best that it can be. You've worked hard to keep the physical environment inviting, beautiful, and sustainable. So therefore, and Keith, this goes back to your comment, regardless of the role that you play at this college, whether you teach or students, whether you help them understand the true meaning of leadership, whether you keep our buildings spick and span, or whether you maintain a watchful eye on students at night as they walk to their cars, you are part of the reason our students love this place. You are the lifeblood of Georgia Piedmont Technical College. Let me just take a minute to remind you of what you have done that has made this place so special and made me and others, like the members of our board of directors, two of whom are here, Dr. Susan Ackert and Jerry Silvio, and also a representative, the treasurer of our board of trustees, who you will hear from later. He's on the program. But let me just remind you, while all of us are so proud of you, over the past 3 semesters, you have made sure that Georgia Piedmont has been the fastest growing college in the technical college system in terms of enrollment and in terms of FTEs. You've done that. In addition, last year you worked hard to give Gptc the largest percentage of growth and graduation rate, 47%, the most by far. You have worked hard to make Georgia Piedmont the #1 college in terms of awards conferred, growth over the previous year, 67% by far. On top of that, you've made sure that 97% of our students who graduate got good jobs, mostly in the fields of their study. So no matter what lens you measure our success by, there's been no other college in the technical college system that has done better than you. You're simply the best. And for the sake of our students and on behalf of the entire Georgia Piedmont community, I thank you. And what is even more remarkable is that you have accomplished all of this and more without expectation of reward or honor. You've done this out of genuine commitment to the cause, the education and the empowerment of our students. But I'm here to say to you today that the days when your hard work goes unnoticed and unrewarded have come to an end. Today is your day, and today I thank you deeply, I thank you fundamentally, I thank you radically, I thank you. Now I'm going to take my seat, but before I take my seat, I want to end my remarks with a short poem. And the poem goes like this. To him who first turns on the light, we walk in the white. To her who is the last to turn off the light, we walk by faith. To you who reach, teach, and evoke that which is buried within, we honor you. To you who travel with students to places they never thought they would see, who summon courage, honor, respect, and competitive spirit, we appreciate you. To the marketplace of ideas, academic freedom, collegiality, sacred and hallowed spaces, traditions and esprit de corps, to the wise sage, to the master teacher, to the institution builder, to the cultural standard bearer, to her who accounts, to him who mounts, to the window cleaner and the bean counter, to the friendly fuzz and laboratory brats, to welders and fender benders, the ones who educate adults, and give a second tongue to those who already have one. To those who never retire, who dream at night of new ways to relate big ideas and big paradigms and stream of consciousness for the good times, for the hell of it, for the fact that you stayed in the game. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. At this time, I'd like to bring to the podium Dr. Susan Ackert, who is the chair of our board of directors, and Mr. Al Edwards, who is the treasurer of our foundation, of our foundation board of trustees.
I don't have prepared remarks, but I do want to express my pride at my affiliation on the board of directors for Georgia Piedmont Technical College. I'm in my 9th year on the board, and it really is such a source of pride to me that all of you have brought the school to this level of accomplishment. And it's only because of you. And it was wonderful to be in a receiving line and to get to actually shake hands with all of you individually, and people that I have not met in the 9 years that I've been on the board. So thank you. You are very much appreciated.
Good afternoon. My name is Al Edwards. I'm the managing director of CERM. We're a local engineering firm, and we're very proud to be here today. I bring greetings on behalf of the Board of Trustees for the Foundation. It's my belief and even my testimony, I know that education is the most powerful tool we have to challenge some of the challenges of this life. Issues of race, of class, of equity, socioeconomic issues. Education is by many means the solution by which we do that. So it's kind of easy. The strategy is that the college will grow and it will play a very vital economic development role in this community. Well, that's an A strategy, but the investment banking world tells you that an A strategy versus B execution does not work. You need at a minimum, you want to have B strategy and A execution. So you say, well, what does all that mean? Well, you're the execution, the faculty, the staff. You're the ones who shape the reality of the young people or the graduates of this institution. You're the ones who spend extra time and invest your soul into their work. And I can give you a long list of teachers in my life who has really shaped my life. And so I want to thank you all again on behalf of the Board of Trustees for all that you do. Happy holidays and God bless you.
Just so I can be sure to get into my home tonight, I failed to acknowledge that my wife is here to help acknowledge the great work that you do. Nisha Samama, and it's cold tonight, and she'd have me out on the porch on the cot. So, Nisha, we're so glad you could be here. Please stand and. To provide additional words of appreciation, I bring to the podium now Dr. Miriam Dittman, Vice President of Academic Affairs.
What a great and well-deserved day. If there's one thing that can't be overdone, it's expressing the appreciation for the work that you all do. I have been asked specifically to thank the faculty, and that's appropriate given my role as Vice President of Academic Affairs, but also because of my experience as a faculty member. I know how hard you work, and I know how much you care. It takes many people doing many things to run a college. But ultimately, the classroom is where the rubber meets the road. Students come here for an education, and faculty members are the ones with the knowledge and the skills that our students seek to learn. But there's so much more to teaching than just spewing knowledge at a classroom. You must inspire them. You must encourage them. You must help them overcome whatever stands in the way of their learning. And you do this day in and day out. Countless hours preparing lessons, assessing work, advising students, not just on which classes to take, but on what paths to follow, what trends to watch. All the while, you're maintaining, developing, and redeveloping your own skills to make sure that the things you are teaching are relevant and up to date. I think Albert Einstein said it best. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken the joy in creative expression and knowledge. And I like that. You don't just give knowledge, you awaken their joy. Joy at a job well done, at a skill mastered, at the hope of a better life. And like all great art, that beauty is shared. Though your focus may only be on one student, your impact goes far beyond. You touch the lives of the student's family. You touch the lives of everyone that they'll serve. In a way, you are helping every person that student will ever help. It is interesting to note that the word faculty comes from the Latin facilis, which means easy. It's ironic because your job is anything but I think it touches the heart of what you do. You strive to make things easier for your students. You strive to make the material easier for them to conquer by giving them the tools and the knowledge that they need to be able to understand it. You strive to make their work easier by giving them the skills that they need to be successful in their careers. Ultimately, you strive to make their lives easier by equipping them with the education necessary to provide for themselves and their families. How can we possibly thank you enough for everything you do? We can't. And so I will simply say thank you. Thank you for your work. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for your continuing efforts to make Georgia Piedmont Technical College an example of what is best in education. Thank you for being you.
Thank you, Dr. Dittman. And now I'd like to bring forward Dr. Irvin Clark, who is the Vice President of Student Affairs.
When I say we are, I want you to say Gptc. We are? Gptc. We are? Gptc. We are? Gptc. That's what I want to hear. That energy I like. This afternoon, we recognize you, all in this room, who've been vital to the growth and improvement of Georgia Piedmont Technical College over this past year. This is a celebration of your sustained leadership in the various departments and programs with which you are associated. You represent the institution at its very best, and your impressive records of service and teaching excellence merit our highest praise. Our reputation, our ideals, our energetic spirit have been forged through your hard work and uncommon loyalty. So on behalf of the entire student affairs community, I thank you for all you have done for Gptc. Institutions like ours are complex enterprises that require the collective effort of everyone, from accounting to welding, from those who beautify our grounds or keep our office temperatures bearable in the blazing summer heat, which I am really getting used to here, to those who save our crashing computers, systems, or provide safety and security to our campus. Our institution, like others in our system, are often measured by the number of students enrolled, the graduation rates, and the job placement rates. These are understandably indicators of success, and we welcome them. But everyone in this room, everybody in this room, knows that an institution like ours requires the support and goodwill of the hundreds of dedicated staff members if our complex operations are to run smoothly, or in some cases, run at all. This gathering today represents literally hundreds of years of collective experience, and we thank you for the professionalism that you have provided. Every one of you today are an essential part of the surprisingly graceful mosaic, the GPT staff. Without your individual facets, this institution would shine less brightly. You set the standard of excellence on this campus, and once again, we thank you. I'm delighted to celebrate this occasion with you, and I look forward to working with you. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your team.
Thank you, Dr. Clark. And now we have a video tribute that was put together by the committee that organized this day. So if you watch the screens, they ought to be all around us.
Georgia Piedmont Faculty and Staff Appreciation Presentation.
We appreciate you.
Thank you, faculty. Thank you for the great job you do.
We appreciate you.
For all of the work that you do to make Georgia Piedmont such a wonderful place.
I want to take this moment to express my appreciation for the hard work and progress that has been achieved this year. We could not have done it without you. Our team could not have done it without you. And most of all, Georgia Piedmont could not have done it without each and every one of you. We appreciate you and congratulations for a job well done.
Congratulations, faculty and staff. We appreciate you in all that you do.
Well, it's a great feeling to see so many people holding up signs saying that we are appreciated, I am appreciated, and I only wish that more and more of you will genuinely feel that you are appreciated, and I would ask that you help us understand better how to appreciate you. So once again, thank you for all that you do for Georgia Piedmont Technical College. Give yourselves a hand one more time.